Dear students, today I have to discuss unit number 2, diffraction. Okay, so this diffraction phenomena, the first observed by scientist Grimaldi in 1665, and after that this diffraction was clearly explained by the Fresnel. Okay, so first we have to know about what mean by diffraction. Generally you know that the wave will be bent. Okay, when the wave travels, at that time it will be bent on the obstacles. So for example, you generally know about these sound waves, and here I consider a house which is having a 2 rooms. So I play a song in a single room, and also you are sitting in the second room of the house. So but you are listening this song, so the waves are produced here and it will be bend in the obstacle. Nothing but a small opening. Okay, so door it means. Okay, in the door it will be bend and it will be reach in your ear. At that time you hear the song. So generally you got it means, so waves will be bent at the obstacle. So in the diffraction you have to consider light travels in the form of waves. Okay, so the waves have a proper bending around the obstacles. Generally the wave will be traveling. Okay, so the light wave or ray will be traveling and it will be touches the any obstacle, and at that time it will be bent, and at that time it will be bent and form a pattern on a screen, and also it forms a shadow of this obstacle behind the screen. Okay, generally this phenomena I have to call it as a diffraction. So diffraction is nothing but the phenomena of bending of light waves, the bending of light waves, the edges of obstacles, and their spreading into the geometrical shadow of the obstacle is called diffraction, and spreading into the geometrical shadow of the obstacle is called a diffraction ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೈತಿ. Okay, so here generally you take a definition: the phenomena of bending of light waves around the edges of obstacles and their spreading into the geometrical shadow of the obstacle is called diffraction of light. Generally you have to say that it is the phenomena of bending of light waves around the edges of obstacle is called a diffraction. So the diffraction also takes place in the different phenomena. We have to explain the process of diffraction. So in the process of diffraction, so the light waves will be bent or diffracted. So this phenomena will be depends on the wavelength of the light wave and opening of the obstacle. So here I drawn 3 diagrams. So in first diagram, the wavelength of light wave is very small compared to the opening of this obstacle. So when the light enters this opening, it will be move in a straight line. There is no bending will be takes place here in the first case. So here lambda is very less than this opening. So the obstacle length is, you have to take it as a d, small d. And in the second case, the wavelength of this light wave is equal to this opening or length of the obstacle. So the wavelength lambda is equal to the d. At that time, at the edges of obstacle, the light waves are bent. The diffraction will be takes place here and in this case. And the next case, so this wavelength is greater than this obstacle. So the wavelength of this monochromatic light is greater than this length of the obstacle. So lambda is greater than the d. So when the light rays are incident, the wavelength is greater. At that time, this obstacle is very small. So at that time, it will be diffracted on the surface of the obstacle. It will be completely diffracted or spread on this surface. So it means, so when the light waves having a less wavelength, at that time it takes a more diffraction. Okay, this is the main phenomena of the diffraction. Next, you have to classify this diffraction in two types. So one is the Fresnel diffraction and another one is the Fraunhofer diffraction. Okay, so the Fresnel is one of the scientists. He explained the diffraction phenomena very clearly in 1881. Here we have to study about what mean by Fresnel and Fraunhofer diffraction, as well as what is the difference between Fresnel and Fraunhofer diffraction. So what mean by Fraunhofer diffraction? Here source and screen are at infinite distance from slit. Okay, we have to keep the source and screen at infinite distance from the slit. So it is highly impossible to construct this Fraunhofer diffraction in laboratory. But as for definition, using the two convex lens, here using the two convex lens, we have to form the Fraunhofer diffraction. So here source light, you have to incident on the first convex lens, and it will be parallel lines are incident on the obstacle, and it will be diffracted, and again the image will be formed due to the help of second convex lens. So the source and screen are at infinite distance from slit. This is the Fraunhofer diffraction. Next one is the Fresnel diffraction. Source and screen are at finite distance. Source and screen at finite distance from slit. Here below the diagram is there, source and here screen. Okay, these two are at a finite distance with the slit. This is the Fresnel diffraction. And next one is the incident wavefront on the aperture is plane. So incident wavefront. So here two slits are there. So incident wavefront is this one. So that this incident wavefront is plane in Fraunhofer diffraction. The incident wavefront in the aperture of either spherical or cylindrical. Here, so incident wavefront is either spherical or cylindrical. This one in the Fresnel diffraction. And next, the diffracted wavefront is plane. So after diffraction, the wavefront is plane, but the after diffraction again it is having a spherical or cylindrical wavefront after diffraction. And the next point is two biconvex lenses are required to study diffraction in laboratory. Generally we are using here two biconvex lenses to study in laboratory, and there is no lenses are required to study diffraction in the laboratory in Fresnel diffraction. And here the mathematical treatment is easy in Fraunhofer diffraction. The mathematical treatment is complicated in Fresnel diffraction. Why? Because here the incident rays are parallel to each other. At that time the study about the mathematical treatment is very easy, but these incident rays are with an angle. These rays are with an angle, so it is very difficult to study mathematically, which on Fresnel diffraction. And next point is, it has many application in the designing optical instrument. Okay, the Fresnel diffraction having the many application, and Fraunhofer diffraction having many application, and it has less application in designing the optical instrument compared to the Fraunhofer. Fresnel having the less applications. And next point is, the maxima and minima are well defined. The maxima and minima are well defined in the Fraunhofer diffraction. So the maxima and minima are not well defined in Fresnel diffraction. How it is? Generally, here there is a diagram. So the Fraunhofer diffraction intensity pattern and Fresnel diffraction intensity pattern are there. So here the maxima minima are well defined because zero intensity at a minima. In this minima there is a zero intensity, so this will be well defined with this surface. But here no zero intensity present in the Fresnel diffraction, so there is no zero intensity. It means, so maxima and minima are not well defined, they are from away from the surface where will be. Okay, so here the clear, bright and dark fringes are formed, but in the Fresnel diffraction there is no clear diffraction pattern are formed here. Okay, these are the main difference of Fresnel and Fraunhofer diffraction, and also the definition or general meaning of Fraunhofer and Fresnel diffraction. The source and screen are infinite in Fraunhofer, and Fresnel it will be finite. Okay, main thing this one is here. Other two differences are here, the phase of secondary wavelets. Here in the Fresnel diffraction, the phase of secondary wavelets are in same, but in the phase of secondary wavelets are not in phase. And another one is, the Fresnel diffraction is used to study or construct the zone plate, and this Fraunhofer diffraction used to plane aperture, study about the plane aperture, construction of transmission or concave reflection grating, this one. Okay, these are the main difference and meaning.